Few athletes in history have fused excellence, resilience, and global influence quite like Serena Williams. As of now, the tennis icon, fashion mogul, investor, and mother of two is worth an estimated $340 million. But Serena's real wealth transcends money. It's measured in the millions of hearts she's inspired and the countless barriers she's broken. To the world, she's a 23-time Grand Slam singles champion, the most in the Open era. To her fans, she's the embodiment of fire and grace, a woman who redefined beauty, motherhood, and athletic dominance. Today, though retired from professional tennis, Serena has evolved into something even greater, a living empire. From venture capital to beauty brands, from media production to sports ownership, her name carries the weight of a legacy that refuses to fade. "I don't like to lose at anything," she once said. Yet every setback is just a setup for a comeback. Early life. Serena Williams was born on September 26, 1981, in Saginaw, Michigan, the youngest of 5 daughters of Richard Williams and Oracene Price. Her life was never meant to be ordinary. Her father, a self-taught coach armed with tennis manuals and an unshakable vision, dreamed that his daughters would one day dominate a sport that, at the time, had few black stars. When Serena was a toddler, the family relocated to Compton, California, a neighborhood more famous for street battles than tennis rallies. On cracked asphalt courts hemmed in by chain-link fences, Richard drilled Serena and her sister Venus every day. They played between gunfire, ignoring distractions, chasing perfection. By age 9, Serena's raw potential was unmistakable. The family moved to West Palm Beach, Florida, where both sisters trained under the celebrated coach Rick Macci. Unlike other protégés, Serena wasn't molded to be graceful. She was built to be fearless. Richard kept his daughters out of the junior circuit to protect them from burnout and the politics of the sport. It was a gamble, but one that paid off spectacularly. When Serena turned professional at just 14 years old, she carried not just a racket, but a revolution. Personal life, love, and marriage. In 2015, a chance meeting at a hotel cafe in Rome changed Serena's life forever. Seated nearby was Alexis Ohanian, co-founder of Reddit, the cerebral, tech-savvy entrepreneur who would soon fall deeply in love with the most powerful woman in sports. Their romance, equal parts glamorous and grounded, culminated in a lavish New Orleans wedding on November 16, 2017, a ceremony dripping with fairy tale energy. Beyoncé and Anna Wintour were guests. The bride wore a custom Alexander McQueen gown fit for royalty. Together, they've built a partnership rooted in mutual respect and ambition. "Serena is the most powerful person I know," Alexis once said. On the court, in business, and at home. Motherhood. Their first child, Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr., was born on September 1, 2017, via emergency C-section, a birth that nearly cost Serena her life. She suffered a pulmonary embolism that left her bedridden for weeks. But in true Serena fashion, she fought back, defying medical odds to return to Grand Slam finals just 10 months later. In August 2023, the couple welcomed their second daughter, Adira River Ohanian. Serena has called motherhood her greatest title. Faith and values. Raised as a Jehovah's Witness, Serena often credits her faith for keeping her grounded amid fame's chaos. She attends services quietly, avoids celebrating birthdays, and emphasizes humility and gratitude. "I don't play for trophies anymore," she once said. "I play for purpose." Beyond tennis, Serena's off-court empire is as impressive as her forehand. Serena Ventures, her venture capital firm, has invested in more than 70 startups, with over 78% of its portfolio founded by women or minorities. She once told Fortune, "I want to fund the next generation of changemakers." Her fashion line, S by Serena, blends empowerment with elegance, showcasing designs made for everybody. In 2023, she launched WIN Beauty, a makeup brand that celebrates natural radiance and performance-ready durability. Through her production company, 926 Productions, she's developing documentaries and films amplifying women's voices. Alongside Venus, she founded the Price Resource Center in Compton, honoring their late half-sister by providing support for families affected by violence. And in 2025, she made headlines again, becoming a minority owner of the Toronto Tempo, the WNBA's first Canadian team. Serena Williams, it seems, never really retires. She just reinvents. Professional career. When Serena burst onto the pro scene in 1995, the tennis world was skeptical. She was loud, muscular, unapologetically black. Everything the genteel image of tennis wasn't. But within 4 years, that world bowed to her power. The breakthrough, 1999 U.S. Open. At 17, she stormed through the 1999 U.S. Open, defeating legends like Monica Seles and Martina Hingis to claim her first Grand Slam title. It was the dawn of a new era, the Serena Slam. Between 2002 and 2003, she won 4 consecutive majors, the Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and U.S. Open, beating her sister Venus in all 4 finals. The press dubbed it the Serena Slam. It was dominance defined, comebacks and challenges. Over the next decade, Serena battled injuries, criticism, and self-doubt. But time and again, she roared back stronger. Her 2012 Wimbledon win re-established her as the best in the world. Her 2015 season, in which she captured her second Serena Slam, confirmed her as one of the all-time greats. In 2017, already pregnant with Olympia, she won the Australian Open, her 23rd Grand Slam singles title, surpassing Steffi Graf's Open-era record. Few moments in sports history are as astonishing. Olympic glory. Serena is also an Olympic legend. Gold medalist singles, 2012 London, and gold medalist doubles, 2000 Sydney, 2008 Beijing, 2012 London, all with Venus. Records and accolades. 319 weeks, ranked as world number 1. 73 WTA singles titles. Over $94 million in career prize money, the highest in women's tennis history. 4-time AP Female Athlete of the Year. Listed among Time's 100 most influential people multiple times. The final chapter, and a graceful exit. In August 2022, Serena penned a poignant essay for Vogue announcing her plan to evolve away from tennis. Her farewell tournament, the 2022 U.S. Open, was an emotional epic. She defeated Danka Kovinic and Annette Kontaveit before falling to Angela Tomiljanovic in the 3rd round. The crowd roared as if saluting royalty. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she said, "It all started with my parents. And it all started with love." Though the racket may be hung up, her influence continues to echo through every new player who believes power and femininity can coexist. House tour and car collection. Serena's home in Jupiter, Florida, is a sanctuary, part gallery, part dreamscape. Designed in collaboration with her sister Venus's firm V-Star Interiors, it's 14,500 square feet of artistic serenity, overlooking a tranquil waterway. When she opened the doors to Architectural Digest, fans glimpsed her personal world. A grand foyer lined with gold-trimmed art pieces. A modern kitchen flooded with sunlight and state-of-the-art tech. A gallery of trophies, polished but understated. And a karaoke room, where she belts out Whitney Houston with her family. One thing notably missing? A tennis court. That chapter is complete, she explained. This home is for peace. In Beverly Hills, she once owned a $7.5 million mansion, Mediterranean elegance, with a wine cellar, yoga studio, and infinity pool, before selling it to focus on her Florida retreat. She also maintains investments in property in Los Angeles and Miami, ensuring her footprint in both coasts remains firm. Cars. Serena's taste in cars mirrors her playing style. Bold, refined, and fast. Her garage reportedly includes Bentley Continental GT, pure luxury on wheels. Mercedes G-Wagon, her go-to for family drives. Aston Martin Vanquish, sleek, fierce, unmistakably her. BMW X7 and Cadillac Escalade, comfort for the queen of travel. Mini Cooper S, a playful nod to her fun side. And of course, a Jeep Wrangler, because Serena has never minded a little adventure. Each car represents a different facet of her life, from court to motherhood. from red carpet elegance to quiet joyrides along the Florida coast. College career. Serena never went to college in the traditional sense, but that doesn't mean she stopped learning. Homeschooled through most of her youth, she entered the professional tour before she could drive. Yet education remained central to her life. She's earned multiple honorary degrees, lectured at business summits, and even taken courses in fashion design and finance to refine her entrepreneurial instincts. Tennis taught me discipline, she said. Business taught me patience. In 2024, she funded scholarships at Howard University and Spelman College, focusing on women pursuing STEM and entrepreneurship, proof that even without a diploma, she's a lifelong student of excellence. Serena Williams is alive, thriving, and very much in command of her empire. She's active in media appearances, philanthropy, and business ventures, and frequently posts snippets of family life and motivational insights to her millions of social media followers. If anything, Serena's afterlife from tennis is proving as influential as her playing days. Serena Williams' story isn't simply one of victory. It's a saga of transformation. She took a sport rooted in tradition and made it roar with strength, color, and unapologetic emotion. She defied stereotypes of femininity and athleticism, reshaping both. She showed the world that mothers can dominate, that black women belong in every arena, and that grace can coexist with power. She's the athlete who turns sweat into art, criticism into fuel, and pain into progress. Even now, her impact reverberates through young stars like Coco Gauff, Naomi Osaka, and Leylah Fernandez, all of whom cite Serena as their blueprint. She didn't just play tennis. She changed what winning looked like. At 44, she walks into business meetings with the same intensity she once brought to Wimbledon. And when she looks back, she sees not just trophies, but a trail, one that thousands of women will follow. "I don't want to be remembered as the best female athlete," Serena once said. "I want to be remembered as one of the best athletes, period." And that she already is.